Good morning and welcome to this week's episode of the Last Night's Game podcast. I'm your host, Amy Butch-Siegfried, and joining me today to talk all about the battle between two huge juggernauts, huge leagues in sports, and the battle over Christmas. It's not like Christmas with the Cranks. It is Christmas with the NBA and the NFL. And Scott, welcome to the podcast, here to tell us all about all the things around the world of sports.
Thank you for having me on in the Christmas spirit. We have the jolliest podcast of the year with two of the major sports leagues in the world battling for supremacy.
Yeah, instead of wearing my Go Sports hat, I should have wore a Santa hat. I didn't even think about that till it's too late.
Maybe our editor can superimpose AI imposed Santa hats.
Wouldn't that be nice?
Yes.
So today we're talking all about there is this huge battle that has happened over the holidays, and it's over Christmas Day specifically, and it has nothing to do with Four Christmases and you having to try to figure out whose house to make it to where. It's truly about money is really what it comes down to. But the territory originally for Christmas was always the NBA. They were sort of the beacon, if you will, on Christmas Day. And then the NFL has sort of had a presence, but not so much, and it was really up their game last year in 2024. And so people are feeling a bit shunned by the NFL if you're an NBA player. And so we're going to talk a little bit about this today.
Absolutely. And a lot of people think that the NBA should just start on Christmas in general because it starts earlier. You have college football, you have NFL and NHL playoffs, baseball playoffs. There's so much going on before Christmas. And a lot of people think that they should just start on Christmas and cut out that first part of the season.
Oh, that's an interesting thought to really have them kick
That
off.
way they really kick off the season on a high note rather than like on a Tuesday night in the middle of playoffs.
Well, you're right, though. There's so much stuff happening in
Mm.
October that is not the NBA. So then starting their season is sort of a blip on the radar, if you will, because the
Yes.
NFL also starts the exact same time. And yeah, you're right.
Exactly.
In the middle of NFL, you're in the middle of college. There's so much happening. It
Mhm.
makes a lot of sense, actually.
If they were smart, listen, once Adam Silver listens to the podcast, he'll probably change his mind.
That's true. The commissioner of basketball probably we can convince him. But it does.
Yes.
I mean, it's really interesting because then they all wrap at the same time in June.
Mhm.
So, interesting. Very interesting
And why
thoughts.
not push it to like the end of July if you're in a non-World Cup, non-Olympic year, there's nothing else really other than baseball.
Yeah.
So think about it.
Something to think about, something to ponder. So, to kick us off, I'm going to ask you the question. If you were going to fire up sports fans this week, what would you talk about?
Family drama.
Okay. We all have family drama over the holidays. What does this mean?
And we're not talking about what white elephant Christmas gift or who didn't get the right gift, which we always get the right gifts for our family. So
Always.
it would not be us. But family drama, one of the mainstays on Christmas in the NBA is the Lakers playing. And this year it's going to be a little bit more awkward, a little bit different. Lakers are always kind of run like a family organization, maybe to the detriment of the team and the players at times. But this year they ended up selling for, I believe, what was it, $10 billion
Mhm.
to Mark Walters, who has LA ties. He's also a large owner in the Dodgers. So he's kind of taking over LA. And as you know, sometimes when businesses get sold and acquired, certain people get let go.
Mhm.
And the Bus family is no longer a family organization. So Jeannie Buss is still going to run the team. She's the face. We've all seen her on the sidelines. But two of her brothers were not kept on when the new owner came on.
And there's great if you've seen this show Running Point, which
Mhm.
was, Jeannie Buss is kinda her story a little bit,
Yes.
and her 2 brothers are in, I think, scouting and then another role, I can't remember, some sort of an office
Something. They're
role.
doing something.
Yes, and so they have been dismissed, which is what
Mhm.
happens when you sell your team, your family business, and
Yes.
so that makes the holidays a little awkward, but they I guess there's it's padded by $10 billion. I don't know how much of that they'll actually pocket, but still, even if they both all walk away with $1 billion, seems okay.
Yes, and I'm sure everyone knew this was coming, so I assume it was no surprise Christmas gift. It's not like they had a big box and a Joker popped out and said, "You're fired."
Maybe.
Maybe it did, maybe it didn't. So I'm sure the two brothers are probably doing what they used to do and just hang out and not do much while Jeannie runs the team.
Yep. It's so the Lakers are synonymous with Christmas.
Mhm,
They always play on Christmas Day. They played tied with the Knicks the most Christmas Day games. LeBron has records for playing in the most Christmas Day games. He has the most wins on Christmas Day and has scored the most points on Christmas Day. He is back fresh off of an injury. He just started his season a couple weeks ago,
mhm.
and it'll be interesting. So we have the Lakers, but then we were talking about the Knicks have quite the Christmas Day record, obviously, as well, and they have their own drama over at the Knicks, the New York Knicks.
But that's not necessarily a family drama, that's just one person drama.
Right. It only
'Cause
takes one
yeah,
person.
it only takes one person. They'll play an early game, so they play the Cavaliers at the first game of the day, which will probably feature James Dolan, who is their wacky owner, to say the least. He's kind of a crazy man. He would probably rather be playing his kazoo and his band than be at the game, but maybe he'll get up early and go play his kazoo at the Christmas Day parade.
As one does while you open presents, maybe serenade you with Jingle Bells on the kazoo,
Yes.
which we
Why
learned
would
we learned that Jingle Bells is actually was written for Thanksgiving. So,
That's one of our wonderful researchers on our team, Maddie, was able to find this information for us, and
so
I
there
was stunned.
yeah, so there you have it. But James Dolan's known for more than, like, playing a kazoo in a band. He's known for throwing random people out of
Mhm.
the arena and the Madison Square Garden, and they're never allowed back in for a Knicks game. He has done all kinds of sort of over the top things.
Yeah, he's shown former players out of games who have criticized him before during the game, banned them. He's used facial technology in the arena to ban anyone that's ever sued him or been mean to him or said something bad about his kazoo playing skills.
Yeah, so, I mean, wouldn't we like to all get rid of the haters, but here we are, alas.
If we could have facial technology at Christmas, that would really help.
I mean, for the whole 7 of us.
All 7 of us, if you don't pass, you can't get in.
What happened? I don't know.
We don't know. It's facial technology kicked you
Facial
out, not me.
technology says you can't come in. You've
Yeah,
broken
see
the
ya.
law. I I think this is an option. I mean, why not?
Yes.
Yeah, it's been interesting. So, I mean, it's fun to watch this. Like Christmas, NBA has embraced Christmas for a long time.
Mhm,
They've got these great commercials with their players. LeBron actually came out because it was really last year that and we'll talk about it in a bit, but like the last year that the NFL really embraced
mhm.
and dove in headfirst and put a lot of like commercial time behind Christmas Day. Like LeBron was like, "Hey, I love the NFL, don't get me wrong, but like Christmas is our day. I don't wanna share the screen."
No, no one. LeBron should have to share the screen with no one.
This is a true statement. So that leads me into my next question for you. Who do you cheer for if you don't have a team this week?
Embracing the holidays,
Okay.
and you just spoke about it. NBA was able to always play on Christmas because Christmas can fall on any day of the week, as you know, and the NFL's got had a pretty tight schedule on used to be Saturday or used to be Sunday, now it's Thursday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and last year it was on a Wednesday. So everyone figured NFL would probably just leave it alone and let NBA kind of do their thing, but they went above and beyond to have 3 teams play 3 games in 11 days to play on Christmas Day.
That was rough last year. I remember
Yes.
Patrick Mahomes kinda saying like, "Hey, this has been hard." Like, they don't have the full if you play even on a Sunday
Mhm.
or even if you play Thursday night football, you're just not having that time to recuperate
No,
physically. You're so far into the season at this point. You're hurt and you're hurting.
and it's freezing cold weather if you play outside. So
That's true.
typically you would hope to have 7 days in between games or close to 7, and 3 days and 11 games, I think really put a lot of players at injury risk, had injuries even, like, going into the playoffs because you just can't recover from that.
Yeah.
So, I know the league was very happy with the money they made and, ratings, but I know the players were not happy.
Yeah, it's been really interesting. So to give people just some perspective. So The NBA has been playing on Christmas Day since its second season in 1947. So much so that the first game was a New York Knicks game. They're playing the Providence Steamrollers. That's how long ago this was, 1947. And there was 1 year they took off because of a lockout. So the NFL started they played in 1971 after 2 leagues merged. So they merged with the
AFL?
AFL, okay.
Yes.
And then they took a huge break until 1989. And so it's been interesting, like, well,
Yeah, they gave him a break for a while at the NBA do their thing. And I mean, NBA used to even have the special Christmas Day uniforms,
oh,
which were a big hit and fans have been clamoring for. I think they stopped those. I blank on the year. I think it was 2016, maybe the last year they did them.
it seems like a
So I
merchandise
mean, if you
opportunity.
want the ratings, why not get Christmas uniforms out there and have reindeers on the Lakers uniforms, or you
Like,
know,
why
Santa
not?
on the Knicks?
I mean, that goes into your not they're not ugly sweaters, but, like, that's something you could collect and wear all the time well, wear every holiday season.
Oh, hilarious ugly sweater uniform on
Mhm.
LeBron.
Well, we have a Golden Knights ugly I gotta find mine. Golden Knights
Yes.
ugly sweaters, so that are sweatshirts.
I mean, that gets the people going, right?
I mean, people love unique merchandise, so
They
there's that.
do.
I mean, that's really what it comes down to.
They do in that, and the NBA had that amazing, I think it was 2013, the amazing Christmas commercial with Jingle Bells? Or was it Jingle Bells?
Yes, it was Jingle Bells where they were shooting baskets, and it was to Jingle
Jingle
Bells.
Hoops, excuse me,
Jingle Hoop
Jingle
Bell.
Hoops.
It was to the sound 2013 to the sound of Jingle Bells, and they actually did an animated version last year because of that, because it was so popular.
And it's kind of amazing if you go back and watch, the guys that are in that commercial are still very relevant and prevalent in the league, like Steph, LeBron, Kevin Durant, James Harden. It's pretty amazing that they're still doing their thing.
Yeah, isn't that funny? Did you say Steve Nash already?
Steve Nash, I did not say Steve Nash.
Is Steve Nash a head coach somewhere?
I think he's part of the Suns organization again.
Okay,
So
got it, okay.
he has a advisory role or something of that nature,
Yeah, we used
advising
to call that
things.
health insurance. That's what we would
Yes.
call that, yeah.
Yeah.
We'd have players come back and you're like, "Well, he's here for the health insurance, not for the paycheck."
No.
So very, very, very interesting. Football game wise, we have the Cowboys, Commanders, Lions, Vikings are on Netflix, and they have the Chiefs Broncos on Amazon Prime. You know, we have a lot of Chiefs fans purely because of Taylor Swift.
Yes.
The Chiefs are on the verge of not making the playoffs this year.
Things have not gone as they have in the past for the Chiefs. They're not getting the breaks that they were. They may have used all their holiday luck last year. And that was was it a very Chiefs Christmas or whatever the movie was called?
Oh yeah,
I
the
can't,
Hallmark movie.
the Hallmark movie with the star Donna Kelsey.
Yeah. Who you just told me is on the Calm app, and
She explains the game of football and it's very majestic and magical. And I
very
guarantee
melodic.
you will not be able to stay awake for the whole thing.
I I have it saved now that you told me that because sometimes that happens where I just need someone to tell me a bedtime story, apparently.
Yes, and it's just wonderful.
Do you think she talks about the history of Christmas Day on there? Have you made it that far?
Maybe she will. I have no idea. I've never stayed awake for the whole thing.
Well, and now they have the Bills Christmas story
Was it Bill's Mafia? Something or other.
on Hallmark. I haven't watched it. It's not a Hallmark movie, I don't know. It's a Christmas story.
It's a Christmas story of some sort.
Yes. And the Bills, well, they're looking good, but they're not playing on Christmas, so we don't have to talk about them right now.
They are not. They have all day to stream and loop that movie.
They've got their Christmas Day covered. So if you wanted to have a go-to conversation starter with sports fans, if you haven't already taken one out of here that we've talked about, what's a good go-to conversation starter with sports fans this week?
NFL is the ratings Grinch.
Hmm. Well, we've kind of covered clearly that the NFL has kind of maybe come in and taken over
Mhm.
Christmas. They do have a big fan base, and so there's that. But last year, like we said, they really blew it up with Netflix. And I loved this line when I was going through the marketing from last year is like, you can't spell Netflix without the NFL, which I was like, whoever was so clever to come up with that, that was fantastic. But last year, Netflix pulled out the stops. If you remember, there was a football game in the middle of a Beyoncé concert.
There was, yeah, it was their first year on Netflix, so they tapped Beyoncé to perform in Houston, the
Mhm.
hometown, and I mean that the ratings were pretty ridiculous. What was it, like 65 million viewers,
Yep.
which absolutely blows anything you could ever imagine out of the water. Like that's just unbelievable. And they also pulled out Mariah Carey
Oh,
last
yeah.
year as well.
I forgot
And
about that.
what's more synonymous with Christmas than Mariah Carey?
Absolutely nothing.
Absolutely nothing. So, and I know that NBA pulled like 5 million per game last year. So
5
put
games at
Beyonce put Beyonce in a football game. There's no way to even come close.
not at all, not even the least bit. Well, and
No.
it's what's really interesting, if you remember, we had Tyson and Jake Paul, that fight on Netflix, which was their first live sporting event, which broke Netflix.
Yes.
That was a couple weeks before, and I remember Tina Knowles, Beyonce's mom, saying that she's been praying about Netflix being able to hold up the
Mhm.
streaming for when Beyonce performs.
It seems like that fight was kind of the sacrificial lamb to see how they do with all the people logging on and trying to view, right? And I think they
Yes,
figured
well, if
out
they
how to do
failed,
it. They felt miserable. I don't
they
think they
failed.
cared
We
at
were
all.
sending back and forth, like, illegal Twitter streams that you
Yes.
can find to be able to watch the matchup, and so,
And in
yeah, it held up for
reality,
Beyonce, though.
I was gonna say they may have done us a favor not having to watch that fight, so that's okay.
There's that.
So,
I was like,
so
"I'm already this isn't working."
yeah, so Netflix got all the bugs out on the boxing, and obviously it showed with the football game.
Yeah, for sure, they definitely maximize that, so, I mean, yes, they're here for the ratings, let's be honest. They're
They
here
are.
for the high ratings. They have 2 streaming services, which are they've been their partners, Netflix
Mhm.
and Amazon Prime, but Netflix doesn't have any other regular season games, if I remember correctly. They're specifically they had Thanksgiving no, that was Amazon Prime for Thanksgiving. So, Netflix doesn't run regular season games. It's purely Christmas.
Typically, no, yeah,
Yep.
it's mostly
It's not in the
net
rotation,
no, it's not, no. So,
so this is their chance to dive in.
it is, but in Amazon, as you know, has Thursday night, which Thursday happens to be Christmas this year, I believe.
You're
So
right.
it actually kinda just works out perfect for them.
Someone planned that. They called the big guy and said, "Can you move
They
the
did, and Donna Kelsey will be on Amazon Prime.
You think so?" "Oh, yeah, well, it's a Chiefs game, so."
Yes.
No, is it Monday Night Football that, Jason Kelsey's on?
He's on, yeah,
Monday night.
ESPN. So, yeah, that
Yes,
would be
yes,
Monday
okay.
Night Football, yes.
I
And
was confused.
I don't think they let him cross over and do anything else.
No. But maybe he'll be there with his shirt off as he tends and being with the fans, belly bumping as I saw him doing a couple weeks ago.
Well, it depends if he can get some well, the Bills aren't playing, so he can't do bowling ball shots, but I'm sure he'll find something to consume.
I mean, that's what I we had a bowling holiday party the other day, and I was like, "There's some fun fact about bowling balls that I cannot remember," and it was the bowling ball shots.
So then you pour tequila and bowling balls and give it to everyone?
I should have because this group would have done it.
Well,
I would have
next
done it.
time.
I mean, when
Yes,
peer
absolutely.
pressured, I would have done it. I was in my Walmart onesie
I
bowling,
did see
so
that
when
there was a bear on it of some sort.
there was a full 3D bear on it, and I got in the car to put my seatbelt on. There's a giant teddy bear on the front. It was just like extra padding for my, uh, my seatbelt.
There we go.
People wanting to pet you is a bit strange, though.
Now you know what it's like to be a dog.
Yeah. That's a valid point. We are now one. Dog
Yes.
versus we're now one, we're all the same. Is there anything else holiday related that you would like to share with us about this rivalry between the 2 big leagues of NBA and the NFL?
Maybe we'll go with a little fact for you.
Please do.
You don't necessarily think of heat when you think of Christmas, but who do you think has the highest winning percentage in the NBA on Christmas?
Well, I mean, there is the Miami Heat, so I suppose that's where lots of people would like to spend their Christmas with palm trees
With
and
palm
not with
trees,
snow.
correct. And the Miami Heat do have the highest winning percentage, and Eric Spoelstra is undefeated as a coach on Christmas.
Is he still their coach?
He is. He's
Oh,
been there forever,
he has been
and
there forever.
in which I'm sure LeBron was part of those wins when he played for the Heat. So
Well, that's what
all
I was gonna
things
say
all
when part of
things
his
circle
Christmas
back.
thing.
Yes,
I'm curious if LeBron moving to the Heat brought them to Christmas Day.
most likely, I would assume so.
So, just something interesting. The Cavs haven't played a game on Christmas Day since LeBron left, probably.
Well, they play the Knicks this year.
Oh, well, there you go.
Maybe tune in, you'll get the Star Spangled Banner via kazoo from James Dolan.
From James Dolan, Dare to Dream. That's the only Christmas gift I want. That and those glasses that you wear to cut onions, mine are not working anymore, so I needed a real pair, so that's all I've asked Santa for. James
Oh,
Dolan kazoo and onion
we ha
glasses.
we have been practicing the pre-quarter,
It's
so
true.
maybe we'll pull it out for you.
That's right, the recorder we were practicing at Thanksgiving.
Yes, hot cross buns.
Hot cross buns that half the table had no idea what that was, but you and Jenny and I still remembered our finger placement from the
Yes.
recorder in 3rd grade or whatever it was. Well, I also think, what you could ask for Christmas this year is this amazing Go Sports hat.
You could. Go sports. There's maybe an amazing sweatshirt since it might be cold unless you're in Miami watching them play.
But Miami, it's still chilly in Miami. You may not need a coat, but you could use a sweatshirt.
There we go.
There you have it, lastnightsgame.com.
Check it out.
Well, thanks, Scott, for joining me. I appreciate you. Merry Christmas. I can't wait to celebrate with you.
Go sports.